power of everlasting love.
Hi everyone,
Annyeong,
Katie here,
Sashay,
and we're here with a very fun topic.
Very fun. We're going to be going over K-dramas.
K-dramas!
Yes! Finally the time has come.
The time has come.
I don't know why didn't we do it sooner, but you know, let's do it. We're going to be talking about our top picks for K-dramas. Now we had a lot and it was impossible
We've seen a lot
to
of
choose,
K-dramas, to be honest.
but we had to choose.
We kind of picked like mutual favorites.
Yeah,
because we have our own personal
That's
favorites,
what it
but
was.
these were series where we both watched them and we were just like, we mutually really like these series.
Just like we need to just sit down and talk about this amazing stuff, share it with you, since you can go ahead and watch it too if you have all the time on your hands.
K-dramas!
Yes. We picked 4 today for this video, and then we're gonna have the lucky number 5 for another video. So look forward to that. This will be our episode number 7. So this will be a part of the deep dive. So we're gonna be taking a deep dive into each one of these dramas and telling you why they're so amazing and why you should be watching them. And if you already watched them, you should be watching them again.
Yes, that. So number 1 is Strong Woman Do Bong Soo.
Yes. Oh
Like,
my god.
Loved this drama.
Music portion. There was
Music.
one huge highlight. There was a couple of songs, but one of them just beat them all, no questions asked, was Heartbeat.
Heartbeat speeding up. Like, such a cute song. Great artist sings the song. Like, it gets stuck in your head. It's just one of those like cute, like lighthearted, like
Simple
love
beats.
songs, and it just
It gets stuck in your
sticks with
head.
you.
I went over all the songs that we went to go over for this like whole video, and Heartbeat was the one that got stuck in my head.
Oh, yeah.
It was just one of those dun, dun, dun. You just want to move your shoulders, get all cutesy. Yes, Heartbeat. Definitely check it out. It's one of the highlight songs.
Another highlight with this one is the chemistry between the love story and all the actors and actresses, the way they interact with each other. And the biggest way to describe Strong Woman Do Bong Soo is it's cute, but it's not cringy.
It is weird because for us, we don't really like very cutesy. We're just
Things that are just
not-
like too much cringe and
Very
so
cringy
cute.
for
It's
us.
just like,
And then you watch
too much.
Strong Woman Do Bong Soo, and honestly, it should be cringy. It should. Everything is very cutesy relationship.
Oh, yeah.
They do this little thing when they're like together, little
for
cutesy
sure.
hand motions. Anyone would vomit, but we love it for some strange
It was
reason.
so good, and the chemistry between the main actor and actress were just like so on point, and they were just so good, and
It was adorable. I was just like, I like this. This is cute. I can roll with it, and that's what it was. Cute, but not
Exactly.
cringe.
And then the third highlight of it was just the overall story and the story flow, and that goes along with the cute interactions between the main couple. Was just the flow of it.
Right. I think I like how it transitioned from very bright and, like we mentioned, cutesy. Like everything was just very light.
Very
And then
lighthearted,
you
yeah.
get to a portion where there was no transition. Everything went to hell.
Just like
Literally
boom!
0 to 100.
100.
We're trying not to do any spoilers, but literally it got very intense. Lives were on the line.
Intense.
And like literally it was intense. I was like, I don't know about this, but
Yes.
I loved it. Like
Oh, it
I
was
didn't
so
mind
good.
the transition at all, and it put their relationship to the test. And I think that was what
It
was
did.
pretty.
So that's Strong Woman Do Bong Soo. Personal favorite.
Yes. Our second choice is Descendants of the Sun. Let that sink in. Descendants of the Sun. Honestly, I cannot say enough about Descendants of the Sun.
That was so good.
The actors, the plot, the chemistry, everything was on point, meticulously planned and fit where everything just flowed very nicely.
It really kept you drawn in. Yeah.
Every section, like you were just drawn. I think for those type of series, it would be like, oh, I watched it in 2 days. What happened? It's that type of series.
I mean, the year it came out, it was like top of like the drama charts. Like everyone was talking about Descendants of the Sun. Like it was the
It was, and There's good dramas that are out now, but honestly, it's hard to hit as hard as Descendants. It was just great.
Major popularity, and there's a good reason for it.
Yeah, and the music portion. Now, we were struggling with this because I don't know, I didn't even realize this until I was like, okay, what good music is in Descendants of the Sun? There's a full album of it. Like, literally, you cannot get enough of good, spectacular songs in Descendants of the Sun.
Good.
One of them is Every Time. Every time I see you.
There's that one, and there's Once Again where it's
like, it was intense. I love that one too. And then the other one is You Are My Everything.
Oh, so good.
Like, literally, you will not get enough of all the songs that are in Descendants of the Sun.
And music can be a huge highlight when you're watching like dramas or movies and everything, and when the song draws you in and you're like singing along when it starts playing, it's just that extra immersion.
Yeah, honestly, that was one of the top picks because we were going over all the other K-dramas, but Descendants of the Sun just had endless amount of songs that were amazing. So I did want to point out music portion was on point.
Music.
The next one was the chemistry. Now, for me, it was the push and pull type deal.
Yeah, there was a lot of
I usually don't like too much of it. You really got to be in a good balance for push and pull. And they really hit the point very nicely. It was very playful scenes, but it was very serious.
The playfulness with the actors and actresses was my favorite thing.
Yeah.
That's something that really draws me. It's
teasing.
the right playfulness, and I was like, oh, it's so on point.
It just keeps the relationship so fresh, or even before the relationship even starts. It really sparks it if you have that type of teasing type deal going on.
It was so good.
I think the serious portion of it was them having the positions that they did. You know, one being the doctor and the other one being in the military. They had very serious positions, but they're still able to have that type of playful sense. I like to call it sweet tension. And honestly, that was what was on point with this relationship.
Sweet tension.
The tension was on point and it was sweet, and it will keep you watching every episode. And the highlight portion of Descendants of the Sun, I like the transition that they had at place. I mean, I wouldn't say both of them didn't like each other, but seriously, the doctor was just like, I can't stand you type deal. I love that static in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
And it's funny how people say love and hate are very similar emotions, because that was what was at play with Descendants of the Sun. This girl could not stand this guy. Like, he was not serious enough. She just couldn't stand his guts. And then it transitioned to interest. And that was the spark that led to their love.
That's what
that transition was on point. It's honestly fantastic how that played out. I love those type of storylines.
The number 3 on our list is She Was Pretty. Personal, like, I think I've watched that one twice. Like, I really liked it. It was definitely like not as much like action like Descendants of the Sun or anything, but just the way the chemistry was between all the actors and actresses, the interesting storyline, it really draws you in. But a big highlight was the OST. Like, the music in She Was Pretty was on point. They had great singers. She won, which Super Junior fan, loved that he was in it. His character was so good. And he sings an OST that just like kind of breaks your heart. And then the most popular one was a song sung by Ki-hoon. And you know, we're Monsta X fans too, and I'm just like, Ki-hoon nailed this OST, and it's so good. Like,
they had the artists in there, like singing the music. They made sure they got top-notch people for the music portion. And then one of the highlight songs, I think, was Thumping, was it?
Oh yeah,
Thumping.
You hear that one, you're just like,
oh my god, it was so catchy. I love the song. I was just like, okay, this works. You know, that's what I love about K-dramas. Like, they always pick the right song to go with the plot.
She Was Pretty has great chemistry between different friendships and then the work-life balance. I really liked how all the actors, all, like, whether they were in the office, between the main, like, there were like 2 different love triangles going on, and just like the chemistry between them was just like really nice.
It was like all played together very nicely, like puzzle pieces, and all just snapped together so nicely. Usually, the triangle love, usually when I see like the one girl, 2 guys, I'm like, oh, we always know how this is gonna end. But they did a nice little twist for it, and she won. I was just like, this dude is amazing. He needs to act more. Like, literally, they have him in more stuff because he was so adorable. I loved how happy and just genuine his character was. It was She Won. to be actually right. It was actually him. It was how he really is.
Yeah, definitely. He
didn't
definitely
really
kind of
act.
played himself. That kind of goes into the highlight of the story too,
Yeah.
just like the way the chemistry was. And there's not a lot of K-dramas. You know, you have the love triangle, but you know, you're almost always rooting for the main couple. It's very rare that you have a series where you're like, second lead, you got this, keep going.
I know. Oh my god.
And this was one of them.
It just hurt a little bit, but
Just a bit.
it was good.
There's a lot of push and pull,
Yeah,
which sometimes
yeah.
can like just get on your
Yeah, it
nerves.
kept you frustrated, but then you're just like, okay, next episode.
Yeah, you're just like, all right, we'll have next episode. Go.
Right, moving along.
So she was pretty. Definitely recommend.
There will never be another one, 'cause I'm eternally yours. The final portion of our video, mind you, there's a part 2, is no other than Healer. Oh my god.
It's so
if you have not watched this, you have done yourself a crime. Go to jail immediately because you've irritated me. Healer is the best. The best.
It's
the best.
equally
the best.
our top like favorite K-drama.
I love it so freaking
Like
much.
it's number 1 for us.
There are so many good things going on in this series. Like you can't get enough of the action, how the characters are aligned, like literally their souls are drawn to each other. Like I love everything. Even the side characters got it on point.
For sure.
Everything is great in the action, and I love myself some good action. You got
The
everything.
mix between the like what was going on in the storyline, the chemistry between the characters, the way relationships develop, and the action, the blend of it was just so perfect.
It's a masterpiece. Literally, that's all. Masterpiece. That's it.
And one of our favorite OSTs
All
from
time.
any
All
K-drama.
time is Eternal Love. Oh my god. Take a moment to watch our jam session. Believe in the power of everlasting love. Together, love is just begun.
Oh, this scene.
Oh god, they did that
Oh,
Spider-Man
it's so
scene. It was so Spider-Man.
Yeah, it kind of was actually.
Oh my love, I'm all yours, and there will never be another one, 'cause I'm eternally yours. That song it hurts how beautiful it is.
Yeah, it's kind of just one of those.
There are a few songs that hit you, and I have to say this because there are a couple of like a lot of BTS, Big Bang, and Monster X
You know what?
songs.
Yeah, you're right.
There are a few songs that really shake you.
It just really draws your
That's
soul.
it. You
hits
found
your
it.
soul.
Don't look anymore. You found it. Like we said before, I think the main part is how raw everything is. It's uncovered, it's raw, it's all there, the emotions are at play. I think it goes into play that the main characters are very awkward and almost innocent. I think that's the word. Even though both of them have been through a lot of struggles that most people don't have to go through,
That's true.
they are still very innocent when it comes to the world and what the world has.
Yeah.
And I think that's why everything was so raw when these two got together and their relationship started to blossom. I was just like, this is too beautiful. I really love the raw love that these two had and how they shared the pains and struggles.
One thing that really draws to me with it is there was a lot of mystery with it too.
Yeah.
That draws me.
Yeah. So that was the first part of our favorite K-dramas. You definitely have to look forward to part 2. We have a part 2 just because this one series needs a whole episode.
It
by
really
itself.
does. Like we're
That's
get
all.
ready for this story.
That's perfectly how you would describe it. Just literally.
Part 2 coming soon.
Coming soon.
I just wanna dive in